Warning, STS Radio contains vulgar people, vulgar language, and vulgar ideas. If any of this offends you, kindly blow it out your ass.
Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of STS Radio coming at you. My name is Andrew Moss. With me, as always, Bruce Gates.
Hey.
The Scott Mosier to my Kevin Smith. How are you, sir?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm all right. I can finally kind of get back to normal on my drive to work. It's going to be great.
How so? How was it abnormal?
Well, I didn't have a stereo for the last week in my car.
Oh, really?
Just driving with, just nothing. let me tell you, man, the thoughts in my head spooked me.
I gotta tell you, sometimes I kind of like driving with no music or anything going.
Let me tell you,
it depends.
Dude, let me tell you, try driving to work at 3 o'clock in the morning with nothing on there. There's no car there's no other cars on the road. There's nothing. There's just you and the car. The only sound you're hearing is the fucking engine.
See, sometimes I like that though. I've done that, but maybe not that early. But it's kind of cool sometimes. The night that I drove home really late from your house, I was listening to music, and after a while I was like, man, fuck this, and turned it off and listened to nothing for a while.
No, I'm one of those assholes, I have to sing along in the fucking car. Just because I can.
You're rocking.
Yeah, Skid Row, yeah!
Having a mini concert in your car.
Exactly.
I've been in your car. It is like a mini concert.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, it's a rolling concert.
Exactly. Yeah. Rolling concerts instead of rolling doobies. But yeah, so I was supposed to have a new stereo put in about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd asked my buddy Jeff, who's really good with electronics and shit. I was like, could you help me out with this? He's like, absolutely. So I met up at his place last week.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got all the tools to do it and everything, so I had.
I should hope so. If he's offering to help,
well,
fuck. You certainly don't have them. Obviously, you're looking for help.
I don't have the tools nor the know-how. So so he has his little tools. I have the car stereo. I've got the new bracket to put it up in the car and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to wire this thing, and you gotta cut them a certain way and solder the fucking wires together and tape them up and everything. So we do all that. We follow the directions to a fucking T.
Mm-hmm.
This wire is for this wire's for that, blah 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 blah. So we do all that shit, and we try putting it in the car, and the display's not lighting up. So we're like, all right, well, let's go back. We'll double check on. We'll just make sure we didn't fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Was it working otherwise? Were you getting sound or something?
No, we could put the. We could put a CD in and eject it. That was pretty much the only thing we could do. The display wasn't lighting.
It's got to be working because it takes the CD and ejects it. So.
Yeah, we're at least close here. so
a good start.
Yeah, it's a good start, man. So we're just like, well, what the fuck? So we try switching up a couple of wires. Okay, well maybe the schematic's wrong or maybe something fucked up. Fine, fuck it. It's worth a shot at this point.
And that's when a small fire started.
Almost. No. There was no fire. So we change up a couple of the wires. And, again, we're getting the CD to go in and, and come out and whatnot, but nothing else is happening. There's no, static from the FM radio. There's no nothing.
Because you got the eject working, man.
Yeah. But I can't exactly drive to that. I mean, how do you make a song out of...
I don't know. It could be kind of rhythmic, if you do it right.
What am I, Skrillex or something, man? Fuck you.
I don't know.
No, you can't even make a... Actually, I was going to say you can't even make a good dubstep song out of that. I mean, there's no such thing as good dubstep. Fucking Ash.
Oh, sir.
I know, I'm so close-minded when it comes to music. So the story continues though. So my buddy Jeff, felt really bad because he thought he had fucked up the stereo, and he's like, "Look, I can't put the old one back in." He's like, because the cables are pretty much all shot, and we did all this work to the other one, so
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, man, that's all cool. So we go out to my car to, get the bullshit out of the fucking dash, like the stereo that we tried putting in. And he's like, oh, by the way, it's on the way. I said, what the hell are you talking about? It's on the way. He's like, oh yeah, I just ordered you a new stereo. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? He's like, yeah, I ordered you a new stereo. It should be here like Tuesday-ish. I'm like, son of a bitch, that's fucking awesome, man.
So wait, why did you have to order a new stereo? You fucked the other one up?
Well, no, Jeff, my buddy Jeff thought he had fucked up the stereo to the point where, like, even if we wanted to, like, return it or something like that, we couldn't do that. Or, like, just, like, with the wires and whatnot, like, we had, like, fucked up, like, we'd soldered the wrong things together, and, like, if we cut any more, like, the power cables weren't going to be able to reach and whatnot. So.
Oh, okay.
So, he orders this new stereo, and, so I had to drive to work for a whole fucking week. No fucking radio, no nothing, man. Just me and my thoughts. And I hate it. I hate
Do I dare ask what some of them were?
No.
Can you repeat them?
No. This is the only time I'm probably going to get family friendly on the show.
Oh, God.
No, but it, like, just without music, man, it just led to an increase in fucking road rage and whatnot. Yeah, just me yelling at whatever drivers that may be on the road, whether they do something or not.
I was gonna say, I was picturing you just barking at random customers, fucking drivers. What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah, like they're just still in their fucking lane, like not even like, going around me or anything like that. Like, they're just in a completely separate lane. Just, what the fuck are you looking at? Fucking jerk off!
I can imagine you, like, constructing signs, like in between cars, like, fuck you, holding them up and shit.
Yeah, fuck driving and texting. I'm making fucking billboards while I'm driving.
Fuck you!
Oh, man.
Just driving down the road.
Here comes another motherfucker!
So,
times like that, you wish you had, like, the fucking, what's it called, the speed racer car with all, the weapons and shit and the spring and what have you.
Oh, yeah. Either that, or I wish I had, like, the car from, like, Men in Black that had, like, the red button that made you go at, like, hyper speeds and shit. That way I get to work in, like, 5 minutes. Like, 5 minutes I could fucking handle, but...
Okay, so here's a good question. If you could have any vehicle like that, like, for specifically for your road rage of, taking out drivers, which one would you pick?
Oh, shit. I don't know, man.
That's tough, right?
That is tough. Like, the first car I would think of would be the fucking, the Ectomobile from Ghostbusters, just because it has a siren on it. Just blast that.
It's like the siren.
Just like the siren. Plus, cars will move out of the way.
Oh, man. I'd have to, even though I hate it, I'd go for the tumbler from Batman.
Oh, yeah. Either that or the fucking Bat Cycle. You gotta go with those.
Yeah. I could just totally picture that, though. You're just like, motherfucker! Beep, beep, fuck you, asshole! Moaning people.
Yeah, and then I blow on my horn, it's like... It's like, there's too many buttons, just trying to beat the fucking horn, and it, like, starts aiming cannons at random people.
Uh-oh.
I try and turn the lights on, and it just fires a missile at a nearby Walmart.
That wouldn't be that much of a loss, though, really.
Wouldn't be. Although the, actually, wait, you could go with the fucking Batmobile from, fuck, I forget which Batman movie it was, but, like, it fired, like, a grappling hook at the roof of a building. You could drive up a fucking building.
That was probably the one with Clooney.
Probably. It was either that or Kilmer or something. I don't know. It was one of the...
Oh, maybe it was Val Kilmer.
Yeah, it might have been. I don't know. But regardless, I mean, that would be fucking awesome. Like, that, I'd have the best parking spot in the world.
Well, if you remember, the one in the first movie had the grappling hook that went out to the side, so it could, like, do a 90-degree turn or some shit.
Yeah, but I imagine the other one would have that, too, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they could both do it. They just didn't show it in the first one because they had no need. And they didn't have Val Kilmer or George Clooney.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. That's a good question, though. I don't know what the hell I would use for my road rage.
Yeah, it's hard because there's a lot of good vehicles out there that would work. Did you ever see Death Race 2000?
The remake or the original?
The original.
No,
Pete showed it to me.
never saw the original.
Oh my god, there's so many vehicles in that you could choose from. Sylvester Stallone drives one with a giant knife on the front of it. Awesome. Oh, you got to see it. It's hilarious. It's a movie all about, like, it's this game where the object is to kill people, and the different types of people have points that they're worth and shit like that. It's ridiculous.
I remember him telling me about that movie, but I just never got around to watching it.
Yeah, some of his suggestions are, kind of, I don't know, but you definitely want to go with Death Race 2000 because it's very entertaining.
Every now and then, man, he turns up a little nugget of gold. Like he was telling me about some kung fu movie. It was
The Crippled Masters?
Yes, Crippled Masters.
Oh, man. That movie's awesome.
The movie was hilarious.
It's again like a B movie that's so awkward or weird that it's good. Like Gappa.
It's not even like a B movie. I don't think you can really qualify it as like a B movie, but it's like one of those like late 70s, early 80s like kung fu movies. It's just fucking hilarious. I think there was some other movie called like The Story of Ricky or something like that. He recommended to me. Holy Christ, that is fucking hilarious.
I don't know if I heard of that one.
It's about like some guy goes to like prison and whatnot, and he's just like abnormally fucking strong and just like, knows kung fu and a whole bunch of other shit. And like one of the scenes is like he goes to a shower and like the warden like knows about the guy that just came in, so, knows that he's a total badass and pretty much can kick the shit out of everybody. So he has like all the other prisoners like harass him and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So he has like the biggest big fat guy go after him in the fucking showers, and this guy Ricky like just. Not doesn't even say a word to him. I think he barely says like 10 words in the entire movie. Like he just turns around, punches this guy in the stomach so hard. There's like a perfect circle of flesh and just like whatnot. Just like it gets pushed out the back of him, and you just see like this big round like footstool of human flesh just like jiggling on the fucking ground. Oh. And you see him you see the fat guy just standing there like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh my god,
dude, it's fucking great.
Holy shit.
I think it's online for free. Like if you go to like Crackle or something like that, I think it's free online.
Oh man, I gotta check that out.
Oh,
that
dude, I swear to God, it is fucking hilarious. Holy!
I still gotta see that fucking ninja fucking one.
Oh yeah, dude, you're even far.
I'm
behind.
way behind.
Dude,
that was like a year ago or something.
Yeah, man, you're farther behind on fucking DVD watching than I am.
I know, it's terrible. The only thing I'm really caught up on is like Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Which
there's a new episode tonight. That'll be awesome.
Indeed. Fucking A.
So we're finally through like the 2 episodes where it's like the eye of the storm, and now here comes the fucking shitstorm.
Yeah, although I gotta say, I don't think they're gonna kill the governor because I think they're gonna stretch that shit out. Personally,
if they do kill him, it'll be like the last episode of the season.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I don't know. They like to kind of shock you because remember they killed Shane in like the second to last episode. So if they would, maybe it would be tonight, maybe tomorrow night. But I don't know if they're going to. I think they want to stretch it out a little bit further, personally.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know if they're ready to move on in the story yet, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll easily find out, but yeah.
So did you finally get a fucking stereo in your car, or do you still have a void where a stereo used to be? Or are you still thinking terrible thoughts about and screaming at people and
just driving around like, I'm gonna punch you in the fart box, get out of the way.
I'm gonna make your jiggly gut come out the other side of you. You look like a jello mold on the floor.
Note to self, take the tumbler to work tomorrow. No, because so yesterday I go there after wiffle ball, which gotta give the cheap plug to fucking Tenderly because Nick always gets a fucking boner whenever I mention it. So I played one game yesterday, and I drove up to my buddy Jeff's house, and there's the fucking stereo sitting right there, and I'm looking at this thing, and he didn't tell me all the fucking details on this thing, man. Like there's like Bluetooth, it works with Pandora on it.
Nice.
This thing is fucking awesome. So
I was gonna ask you if it was the same one, but apparently not.
No.
Apparently way more pimp.
Oh yeah, this is a lot more pimp, man. This is like pimp with sugar on top. So here's the thing. So while I'm playing wiffle ball, like he's soldering all the wires and whatnot together and like getting everything working and whatnot. As soon as I get there, he's like, "All right, just park up on the sidewalk." I'm like, "Okay." So we get there. He installs this thing in like 5 minutes, and it works on the first shot.
No shit.
I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell did we do last time that fucked it up? He's like, I don't know.